and welcome to my channel So Luscious. In this video I will be sharing with you the Black Poppy Rose campaign. Now the Black Poppy Rose campaign is run by blackpoppyrose.org and they aim to make people aware of the contributions to the war efforts by African, Black, West Indians and Pacific Islander communities. Now many of these communities belong to the Commonwealth, and back in those days when everyone was classed as British and they had British passports, they were asked to, and they volunteered to partake in Europe's war. People may not agree with me saying Europe's war, but if you think about it, the people fighting were mainly Europeans and their colonies, right? I mean, that's what they were fighting. And so they left their own countries. There was that whole, loads of men left, even some women left, and they came to England, joined the armed forces and went to war. Some were on the front line. They fought alongside other people. But when you look at the remembrance services, you do not see their faces. You don't see them as much as what you think you should. And I know there's a lot of people out there, especially young Black people, who probably think, well, what's the war got to do with me? But in fact, your ancestors also partook in the war to help Britain and its allied forces secure their freedom. So I think it's something you should take an interest in. And if the red poppy is something that you cannot connect to, there are other poppies. Like I'm wearing the black poppy. I should have worn a different color shirt, but this is the fabric one. And I've also got a pin which has a banner at the bottom that says we shall remember lest we forget, something like that. And so the organization Black Poppy Rose, which is what I'm doing this video about, and just to be clear, this is not a sponsored video. I just want to make people more aware of them. Okay, so the Black Poppy Rose is a symbol to remember the African, Black, West Indian, Pacific Islander communities, to highlight a global narrative to history. So a global narrative to history. Not only remembering those who have been enlisted, but the men, women and children who fought, contributed and sacrificed. The diversity found within these communities are not common knowledge, and they aim to remedy that. Now, they also explore other wars and not just World Wars I and II. They look at women in war, children in war, Queen Nzinga, 40-plus year war. Sorry if I said her name wrong. It is what it is. Maroon Wars, which I have a keen interest in the Maroon Wars because I am Maroon descendant. If you don't know, check out my Ancestry DNA videos, which I've got an update coming up soon. Haitian Revolution, Napoleonic Wars, Crimean War, Mexico, Crimean War, yeah. Italo-Ethiopian Wars, Anglo-Ashanti Wars, Anglo-Zulu Wars, Koza Wars, Boer Wars, World War I, World War II, Korean War, and more. So there are a lot of wars that have taken place around the world that we should take a look at, and it does give us an insight into the human race, the human condition, how the mind works, and it also gives you an insight into politics and things like that. So yeah, I think if you want to know more about these wars from a different perspective and to see the wider scale of who actually took part in them, especially with World Wars I and II, definitely check out Black Poppy Rose. Their link will be in the description. And now when I ordered my latest, because I already had the pin for a few years, and I must admit I was a bit like, if I wear it, people are going to attack me, or people are going to be in their feelings. But I've been wearing it at work, and it has struck a conversation. We're like, oh, a black puppy, what's that about? And they're like, oh, okay, I see. And you can see that there's this understanding. I mean, I would wear a red puppy. I was going to get the British Legion have a Commonwealth pin, which would have gone nicely with my black puppy, but I didn't like the postage, so I didn't buy it. Because, yeah. But I might reconsider at a later date because I need another pin on my lanyard at work, you know. So, but yeah, they also, they sent me, in the box, they sent me all these cards, so which is what I read from, which tells you about what they do. Oh, so this one tells you about World War One, and it was the 100-year history, so 1914 to 2014 and 1918 to 2018. That's 100 years, and it looks about that. So when the empires decided to go to war, this included their colonies. Men, money, resources, labor, and more was expected and given. And then on this one, it tells you a bit more in depth of some other, the different infantries. Oh, British West Indies Regiment, King African's Rifle, West Africa Regiment, Maori Pioneer, and so forth. Oh, okay, I'm going to need to read these a bit more. Okay, and then, on, also have this card, because Black Puppy Rose, they are into genealogy, family trees, and all that stuff. So this is the You Are, I Am, We Are Enough. YIWAE. Is that how you say it? UA. To explore family legacies and heritage. So it's a good way to trace your family trees. They help with that. So if you need to find people from the war that were in your family and things like that, or general family tree building, this is what that is. Okay, so what do you do during this time of the year in remembrance? At my church we held a silence. At work, I know we're going to have a silence. It's supposed to be a minute. It often rolls into 2-3 minutes. Feels like 10 minutes because it's just silent, right? But yeah, I think, to be honest, I'm not really into celebrating wars or anything like that, but with my ancestry and genealogy and just general love of history that I have so much more now than I did when I have at school, because school history is boring. This is something that I'm definitely keen to explore, so I can learn more about it and about my ancestors' history. So yeah, yeah, don't forget to think about the ancestors, whatever it is that you want to remember them for, and go ahead, support the Red Poppy Appeal, support the other Poppy Appeals. There's purple, there's white, and a few others, because there's the animals, I believe is purple, and white is for peace. I definitely want to get a peace puppy, but I didn't know where to get those from. But yeah, so thanks for watching this video, and to the ancestors, thank you. I know you can't hear this, but thank you. I appreciate the effort and the sacrifices you made. And if you're bobbing in heaven with Jesus, tell him I said hello. Okay.